What's up, everybody? So, I got a challenge from my cousin to make a list for my birthday since I turned 19. 19 things I learned since last year. So, no further ado, let's get started. Aeropostale feels amazing. So, Aeropostale feels amazing. And actually, kind of makes me look good as well. I got into Aeropostale clothing about 2 or 3 years ago thanks to a sister of mine, but like over this year I realized that like Aeropostale practically is taking up my whole wardrobe, and I have no problem with that. Number 2, always have a second pair of headphones. Okay, so what I learned over this year was just the fact that I always have to have a pair of 2 headphones now, because it sucks when, for me, I lose them quick, and I would lose a pair and I would have to wait for like so long to get another one, and it sucks not having music to go to sleep to or listen to at the most convenient moments. Number 3, gay pride is amazing. Pride is amazing. I went to Albuquerque Pride this past year and it was my first Pride ever, and I got to do so much. I got to see so much, and I got to dance so much, which I really love to do actually. So, like, for Pride, I got to see Cat DeLuna. Which was amazing. Like, I got to see Cat DeLuna, and I was that close. For free. Well, I paid $10 to get in. Which moves on to my other topic. Number 4, gay pride is fucking expensive. Pride is expensive. For what I wanted to do, actually. Because in an estimate of one day of Pride, the parade, and going to Pride and everything, and I spent nearly almost $100 in one day. And that's crazy enough. Like, I would spend more on clothes, but that's just because I'm back to school. Number 5, always have backup money. This one comes actually from a personal point of view, because I always need backup money, which I never have because I usually spend it on junk food. Which, backup money helps me have like an emergency fund, so a school says we're going to have a field trip and there's no money, and that does happen sometimes. Or when Brandon shows up unexpectedly or wants to plan something unexpectedly, I have money and I don't have to ask for it at the last minute. Number 6, being a bitch goes a long ways. Yeah, I said it. Being a bitch goes a long way. For me, what I learned at a very young age, like over this year I started really pushing it, was just being a bitch to people actually helps a lot, because it states that you're not a pushover and that you're not the type to be messed with. Number 7, always knowing your clan is important. Okay, other Native Americans that are watching this, especially Navajos, we all know this is true. Your clan is important. Over this year, I got to meet some 2 people that I really got to know on a deep level, and before things could get any serious, I told them, like, we need to make us a clan. Turn out, one of them turned out to be my uncle, and one turned out to be my brother, so thank God for that, because that's going to be a very, very awkward meeting when you bring someone home, and your family asks, what are they? And you say Native American, they're your same tribe, they have the same clan as you. Turns out, your brother or sister ain't gonna make a lovely conversation later on that night. Number 8, I'm lucky to be having the most understanding. So this past year, I really got to learn to love my family even more, because they're there for me. Like, my family has been there from the beginning of time, and I feel like they're gonna be there until the end of time. I'm just happy that I have the most accepting family to deal with it, because it took a lot to deal with, especially sometimes when I'm in that bitchy mood. But I mostly stay in my room on my laptop watching Netflix, slowly crying, wishing I had that life those bitches have. Number 9, never waste time with someone that says we're gonna do something and never never keeps to it. So this happened to me a couple of times where a friend or a family or like somebody will be like, hey, let's go meet up over here, we can do this. Hey, come back over here, we can do this. Or like, don't go over there, come over to my place, we can do this. And it happens and we don't do jack shit or do what she said. It gets on my fucking nerves because like I could have been doing something so way better. Or the fact that they just want your company, but why can't you just tell me the truth? Number 10, always write down your passwords. Okay, this one happened to me way too much. I forget my password and I end up having to go through this huge ass process of having to change it, and I have to change it on my laptop and my phone, and sometimes I forget my password, so I have to go and log on to something on the computer and I can't remember it, and I just get balls to just up and change the password mid-school day or whenever I'm at, and just having to deal with putting in a new password on everything else. So I really need to write them down. Number 11, don't waste your time on someone that never has time for you. So this kind of happened to me over this whole year, was the fact that I find someone I like, and getting to know them after a while tends to get messy because the fact that it just turns into like, you don't have time for me, what's the point of having me around, seems like you got a busy schedule. And it's not that it turns into this like, oh, a pity party, it's just I'd rather get out while I still can before anything gets too deep, because it sucks, it really does, to have someone you like and turns out like they have no time for you in their life. So it's like midpoint, I just think, what the fuck, what's the point of even being with you? And it's at that point where you can't turn back, so you might as well just cut them out of your life. Then again, that could all be avoided by not falling for them. But we all know we ain't gonna do that shit. Number 12, I am lucky to have the two craziest brother/sisters in the world. So this one's actually a little like shout out to Brandon and Nate, because they're my brothers like in mid school, before high school. Thanks to Brandon and Nate, I got to come out to my family and act more the way I want to. And thanks to Brandon and Nate, I kind of got to be the person I am today without any problems. Just a few rough patches every now and then. But, you know, they're my brothers/sisters. They're my bitches. Number 13, I cuss way too much. That's like seriously true. I cuss way too much. Like, I'm trying to get through this video to not cuss, but it's gonna happen at some point where just a few F words gonna slip and a lot of See, already caught myself in mid, but that's a big deal. But it's hard. Because I cuss way too much. I noticed over this year I have too many people tell me, you're cussing way too much, you need to calm down, you're cussing way too much. So this year, I cuss way too fucking much. Number 14, less is more. So this one is more like the movies over the year. It's just like The Evil Dead and other shit like that. It's just, you put too much into the storyline that you kind of lose sight of the main story. And for me, like, The Evil Dead I had no problem with. I loved every second of it. And I know it's a remake, so I can't really complain. Like, it's not like the original. It's just like, I know a remake, like, you're gonna add some things, you're gonna subtract some things. It's just that it never had that scary element I wanted. It just had a lot of gore. A lot of blood, too. Number 15, I'm more bitter. So over the past year, I realized I'm a bit more of a bitch to people, because people get on my nerves, and it's crazy how, like, easy they can. So I'm trying to work on that. Number 16, Skype is my new best friend. So, thanks to Skype, I got to keep in contact with friends that are no longer in my town. My sister home, and that's basically why Skype is my new friend over this past year. Number 2017, Earthbound 2, aka Mother 3, should never have existed. Earthbound 2, aka Mother 3, should never existed because it messed up the original. Number 18. My senior year of high school is going to be fast and crazy. I learned that my senior year is going to be crazy fast due to the fact that a lot of work has to be done so quick, and I feel like I've been in school for just 2 weeks and it's already been 2 months basically. So I feel like my senior year will be fast and crazy. Number 19. Family goes a long ways, and so do friends. So what I learned from the past year was the fact that family and friends do go a long way. I'm kind of talking lower because my sister and her husband are bad. But the fact is just they do go a long ways, because when I look back over this year, there's not a moment I have not spent with them, and there's not a moment I haven't done anything without them, because I'm with them 24/7. So that concludes my video. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna start trying to do videos like this a little bit more planned out than usual. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and wish me happy birthday, whatever. So thank you very much for watching. Okay, bye.